Okay, we have something different today. A used airplane oil filter. So today we'll be opening up this used Champion oil filter. Number CH48110-1. And I got this used airplane oil filter from a very generous viewer whose name is Matt from Petaluma, California. Thanks, Matt. This oil filter was in service for 2 months, 26.8 hours, and came off of Matt's 2012 RV6 airplane. He upped them over the Lycoming model number 0320E2A, and it's rated at 150 horsepower, which now has 437.6 hours of total runtime. He was using Phillips 66 20W50 aviation oil during this period. He mostly flies over the state of California and is working on getting his commercial pilot's license, but also volunteers with a great organization called Pilots in Paws by doing rescue flights transporting dogs in need to rescue organizations. So let's get started.
You gotta glue the silicone, be nice and tight, get your angle here, filtration.
Okay, so before we open this filter up, let's take a quick look at it. Day code 2/14/2024. Okay, we got Champion here. Made in USA. Filter number. This is aerospace. You got instructions here. Thread size 3/4 by 16. Okay, and get the date that he put it on. Tack time. All right. Okay, we got this 1-inch nut that's right on top here. That's cool. Now the only problem with this filter is it has this thread right on the base. Now I can't cut this open, and you can see it hits. It doesn't go down low enough because it hits my tool right here to cut it. So I'm gonna have to I'm gonna see if this will come off somehow. And if it doesn't, I may have to tape this up here, tape the inlet holes, tape the inside, because I don't want to contaminate it, and get it with a Dremel tool here, because I don't want to have, contaminate it with metal bits and shavings inside. So let me see if I can get this off, because I need to get this off before I open it up. All right, so I'll be right back. All right, not too much oil. Okay, I'll show you what I did. I took this piece off. Focus here. I cut it off with a Dremel tool. Well, this one's actually a Weller, but you know what I mean. Use this end here and zipped it right off. Okay, the gasket. Let me put the thickness of this gasket up on the screen. Having a hard time focusing today for some reason. But okay, it's a pretty good sized gasket. Right. Okay, what's this? Okay, this is some kind of spacer. It's a hard rubber. It's a hard rubber spacer. Okay, base plate. There's no sludging. Looks pretty clean there. Looks like it's got some kind of type of like O-ring gasket there, or sealer. Yeah, it looks good. You see the lubric's pretty good. Metal end caps. Okay, there's no bypass valve. So maybe, I wonder if this acts like a bypass valve. Yeah, I'll put got a metal crimp seam here. I'll put the number of pleats up on the screen. This looks like a pretty clean filter. Yeah, it looks really clean. Pleats are nicely spaced. It looks nice. Yeah, it looks very clean. It looks real clean in there. So a little something right there, but that's nothing. Pretty nice. Yeah, look at this coil spring. Nice. It looks like a heavy duty one. Inside of the can. I'll put the measurements of this can up on the screen. Yeah, that looks really nice in there. Alright, let's get the width of this filter. Okay, 2.88 inches wide, minus 1/10 of an inch for the end caps. Okay, I think I covered everything. Everything looks nice on here. Oh, I also want to say this has a resin impregnated cellulose media, but I couldn't find a micron rating on it. Alright, so let's cut this filter open, stretch it out, squeeze it out, stretch it out, and see what it looks like under a microscope. Be right back. Okay, this filter goes over my table. And this filter is 95.5 inches long. Okay, and let's get the thickness of this filter media. 1.16 millimeters thick. Pretty thick stuff. This is the filtering side, back side. And looking at this under a microscope, you're going to see that it looks pretty clean. This filter media is clean on the outside. It's clean inside. There's just a couple little tiny spots that I took from this sample here, but otherwise, it's very clean. So let's take a look at that picture. So as you can see by the microscope picture, that this filter media is really clean. You can see it up close also. Let's take a look at it up close. I mean, there's a couple small carbon particles right there. There's really nothing for sparklies. I think there's one right there. There's really no kind of soot on the surface. Maybe just a couple of spots, but not much. It's really clean filter media. Right there was one. A little sparkly right there. Actually, probably two. So yeah, looking at this, this engine's running the airplane engine's running really clean. And let's take a look at the rest of the filter. So Matt ran this filter for 26.8 hours, but he tells me typically an oil change would be around 25 to 50 hours. But he changed his oil a little bit earlier because the airplane's annual condition inspection was due that month, the month that he changed it. So he changed it a little bit earlier. Okay, so these components we went over already. This is like a rubber spacer, coil spring, gasket, nice thick gasket. This I cut off of here. And actually it looks like if you look at this, it looks like it's threaded in. So maybe if I had the right tool to get this out, they're probably It could be heated and then put in or something, just so they stay in there really good. You know, because this went on this side like that. Yeah, okay. And the can, you know, you can see where little spot welds are for this nut on top. And it's really clean in here. I think there's something right there, but it's nothing. Yeah, it's really clean. Nice thick can. Oh yeah, we got lures here, so let's take a look at these lures. We get the light. Oh yeah, those are opened up, no problem there. Yep. So I'd say this filter and the oil combination is looking good. It's a clean, nice clean filter. What do you guys think about this filter? What do you guys think about Matt's airplane? Please post your comments down below. I'm pretty sure this was the first airplane filter that I ever opened up. And again, I want to thank Matt for sending me this used airplane oil filter. And I think I'll wrap this video up. And don't forget, Oil Filter Fridays. I try to open up an oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching and take care. Yeah, this is really clean filter media.